Okay, everybody, got the truck back, and I want to just take a moment here. First of all, just when I open up the hood, I want to thank everybody for giving me all of your honest advice and taking your time to think about it. There was a couple of you that left comments. I haven't been able to find them. Somebody had written me and said if I found the code that they would help me, and that was very kind of everybody. I just want to say a personal thanks. And give me one sec here. Okay, so the mystery has been solved. And I know probably some of you are just wondering what's going on. Alright, a lot of you suggested it might have been a TPS sensor. Some suggested the throttle position controller. A lot of you were suggesting the relay, as I actually thought it was. And I checked. I don't know why there's two of them, but whatever reason there. I think that one's the auto shutdown, and one's the fuel relay. That's a horn relay. By the way, you've all taught me this, so that's great. Thanks. Some suggested bad connections. Obviously, I went through and did all these. I redid all these connections back in the winter time, and I filed all that down. So I wasn't suspicious of that myself. Some people suggested that there's part of the distributor cap that was part of the problem, and I think you were all kind of right on the ballpark, but what it turned out to be was actually none of the above. I took it to the mechanic, and he checked the code as the other guy did, and it was throwing 4, 5, 6 different codes. And unlike the other mechanic who thought all those problems were real, this guy said he didn't think there was that many problems with the engine. So it turned out to be a computer. That's what it was, the ECM. So we put a new one in, and he got this used. This one cost me, I think he was $150 for this, and he was actually pretty good. He only charged me 2 hours labor, and which isn't too bad. And the fact that he, you know, instead of checking all this stuff first, kind of used his own experience, I guess, because he's good with Dodge. And what he's basically told me, as a lot of you have said, and you're all right actually, that the wiring issues on Dodges are really bad. That's one thing, but the other thing is that the ECMs, the computers, are really bad. And he told me he had 3 Dodge Caravans, or, you know, Reliant, whatever you want to call those, Chrysler versions, same thing. He had 3 of them sitting there for, I think they're on a month wait now for new computers for them. They won't function. They just cannot get enough computers for these things. So basically he's told me, you know, like, everything seems to run fine. Matter of fact, it runs better than it ever has. You can hear the throttle position controller reset itself when you shut it off, which is like what my Dodge van does. This thing has never done that. So this thing has always had this problem. I think what it is as I bought it, the computer was just continuously, gradually getting worse and worse and worse. But I know there's still a few things on this truck I got to fix, but I've been hesitant to do a lot until I could get this problem solved, because I didn't know what I was up against. So we're going to run it for a few months, make sure that it's consistent and it's reliable. If that's the case, then I'm going to put a little bit more money into this and fix the rest of it. I've got a tune-up I want to do on it, and if it runs really good through the winter and gives me no trouble, I might have somebody look at the transmission. I've had some issues with that too, so I guess we'll take it out for a spin. I got to go up and see this guy I work for and see what we're doing tomorrow. And it's off. But it's so nice to have this truck running, and it idles properly now and everything. So, yeah, I think you all gave a good educated guess. I think everybody did. Even with some of you are mechanics, some of you are just like me that might consider themselves mechanically inclined, but don't necessarily work in the field. And I think just about everybody had a good guess on this. But this fella here, like I say, he works with Dodge, and well, they're not a dealer, but he's the guy you go see there if you have a Dodge problem. So, yeah, it runs a lot nicer, a lot smoother, more power too. It doesn't stall out. It used to have this hesitation every time you put the pedal down. It would cough and choke, and then it would go. Now it doesn't do that no more. my batteries with it. On it, believe it or not. Sometimes I'm not sure if I have enough, and then sometimes I think I got more than I need. It's kind of hard to judge with this stuff. Depends on the rate that it burns, really, and how cold your house is going to be. I've already got the Danger Ranger there. Oh, you're not going to go up in two-wheel drive? Okay. Fair enough. That's what I bought it for. Put it in 4 low, and then it'll just crawl right down. That'll just walk up. Yeah. There's the Ranger full of wood, ready to be piled. There, I hope you heard that little engine running there. That's that motor I was talking about. The last garden I have to clean up, and I just got to do this little one here too. I want to save the seed off of it, so yeah, man, really got to get going on this. Believe it or not, that whole truckload was maybe, what was it, one stack, maybe a stack about that high there. So that'll last. Good load on it anyways. You know what, just before I go in, I think I owe everybody a fall cold start on the Redneck Ranger. Oh, look at that, my air's out. Cool. Okay. See, there's a steel floor in there. Alright. Redneck Ranger. I can show everybody on YouTube my trick. You all live too far away from me. Yeah. Alright. Neutral. Choke. There you go. There we are. Redneck Ranger starts every time. That'll show the neighbors. Alright, put it back in gear so it doesn't roll back into the... Oh, there's some... Yeah, don't tell Al Gore. There's a bit of pollution. That's awesome. Alright. That's what you call a redneck smoke signal.